Alrighty. It is Saturday night, December 11th. And Christmas time is getting close. I mean, it is really close. I got some coffee. I was drinking hot cocoa a little while ago, but I decided, I'm going to have some coffee now. So I'm going to say hi to my brother Doug. Hi, Doug. Hi, Shar. How are you all doing tonight? Good, I hope. I hope you're both doing really well. And anyone in the room yet, Mrs. Oguy?
No.
No? That's okay. I'm sure somebody will pop in here at some point. But, yeah, I'm making some linguini tonight to go along with our beef stroganoff. That's going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I've got a different table here. We picked up a different dinette set. It needs a little restoration, but I figured we could use them over the winter, and then this summer I'll pull it outside.
Eli's here and Janice.
Hi, Janice. Hi, Eli. Howdy, 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 howdy. December 11th. And there's also something about the December 11th. Yeah, 1941, I believe. Am I right? Anyway, that's when the Pearl Harbor was attacked. I do believe December 11th, 1943, I think. So, Janice, I'm glad you're here. Eli, welcome, 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 both of you. Saturday night, I'm making beef stroganoff. Not because it's particularly a Christmassy thing, but it sounded good. So, gonna make us some linguini to go with it. Drinking, sipping on some coffee. Waiting for a few folk to arrive. It's been a good week. I had a couple of really nice reviews on my barbecue sauce. I'm real excited about it. Chris Miller and Miller. I can never remember the channel name. I feel so embarrassed. I think it's Miller Time Gardening and Food. Correct me if I'm wrong. And let's see, Funky Foods with Dave. I sent some to Sean in the Pack. And these guys gave just great reviews on my barbecue sauce, and I'm so excited about it.
John's here.
Hi, John. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, anyway, it's been a really good week as far as that goes. And then I got a package from Sean in the Pack, his barbecue, or not barbecue sauces, but his sauces, his bottled sauces, hot sauces. One of them really wasn't a hot sauce, but it was a sauce and really good. So...
Eli asked, does your pasta maker have a Santa hat on? LOL. Because that's what it looks like from here.
Does it? Awesome. Yeah. No, it's just a trick of the camera. Or actually just a, I guess a, what do you call it? A fluke. Just happened to be in the right place.
Val's here.
Hi, Val.
Is beef stroganoff usually served with egg noodles?
It is, I think. But I'm going to be making, I'll make my own pasta. And I guess the linguini cutter.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Not a problem. Anyway, so I'm going to get started. As always, this is Mrs. Old Guy and I's dinner, so...
John says, kumquat pasta.
Kumquat pasta. Yeah, but see, the thing is, to get kumquat pasta is you have to dry the kumquats, and then they have to be ground in flour, and it takes a lot of kumquats to make 1 pound of flour. All right, so gonna make this here pasta real quick, like a little olive oil and egg. got a little bit. I don't know, what was it? This little guy got like a cup of flour.
Yeah.
Putting a little pinch of salt there. Let's get her mixed up. It is getting close to the holidays, and I haven't been this excited about the holidays for quite a while. So it's awesome. We got the community Christmas coming up next week. It's kind of a thing that I started last year. I'm pretty active in the community here, and I suggested I'm on a local board here, and I suggested that we start a Christmas fund for the kids in town. We're a really small town, maybe 100 houses, something like that, and we got a whole, partnered with the local fire district, and so yeah, it's going to be a nice community party, gifts for all the kids and stuff like that, and that's going to be next Saturday night. So there won't be a live stream on the 18th. I'm sorry to say, but there will be on Christmas night. So we will be back Christmas night.
Eli says he's drinking warm punch with tequila floater, about to sit around the fire.
Nice.
And John said that Rudolph is on the TV right now.
Oh yeah, I like watching those old TV, Christmas cartoons, and whatnot for the kids, like Frosty the Snowman is one of my favorite ones. The one that's narrated by Jimmy Durante. What a great little Christmas show that was. And the Grinch, of course, the Grinch Stole Christmas. I think if there's any Grinch that stole Christmas, it's, what was it, Apple, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Apple, that bought like all the Charlie Brown ones and some other ones, so now you can only watch it there. That really sucks. Used to be able to just watch it, whenever. Not so much anymore. Charlie Brown Christmas is one of my favorites too. Hey, I still watch it. Why not? How about the rest of you? Any kind of particular old Christmas shows? I'm not talking really movies, but like 30-minute programs, kind of like the Frosty one, Rudolph.
Janice says, please don't shake your belly at the children when you are Santa Claus. We don't want to traumatize them.
No, you're right, Janice. and I really promise you that's the last thing that this old guy wants to do is traumatize any kids. I know, I reserve my belly shaking for the adults. And I'm even gonna go ho ho ho. I'm not gonna go hee 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 as much as I want to. Gotta keep the kids happy, right? All right. This feels pretty good. Get it wrapped up here for a minute. Let it rest. It's got to chill out. So I'm just going to toss it into a baggie here and let it sit for a little while. That's good. Maybe I should start dicing up some mushrooms and stuff like that. Get ready to make a sauce. Cook up some meat. I'm going to rinse my hand here real quick. Pardon my back. All right. Woo! That water gets hot. Phew. Oh. Well.
Eli wants to know who your favorite comedian is.
Wow. I mean, I grew up watching a lot of the old guys, a lot of the old classic, the old greats, but I would have to say that George Carlin would have to be my favorite comedian, although I liked, John Candy and Louis, geez, I can't remember the last name now, and Sam Kinison and, John Candy, and, you name me. But I guess George Carlin would have to be my favorite. Okay. So, I got a petite sirloin at the local grocery. Petite sirloin. It was like an inch thick. It was huge. That's what I got out of that one sirloin. A petite sirloin. I think somebody must have had their thumb on the scale. Or maybe binoculars the wrong way or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get these sliced up and ready to go in. Got a little shallot action going to come up.
Eli said that Carlin is his favorite as well.
Awesome. Yeah, Carlin.
Robert's here. Hey, buddy.
Robert. How's it going, my fluffy bearded friend? Stroganoff on the menu.
Jones is Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy. He is pretty. I'll tell you, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. I like Larry. Jeff Foxworthy, and who's that other guy that? Come on, Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy, and that other comedian dude.
Eli told the fluffy bearded man that Tom needs to be back on Jeopardy.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be in a couple weeks. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Ooh. That's okay. It was absolutely a fun time. Love to do it again.
Eli says Ron White.
Ron White. Thank you, Eli. The name just wasn't going to come to me.
John says Bill Engvall. E-N-G-V-A-L.
I've listened to some Bill. I don't know him as well as some of the other comedians, but there's so many out there that really it's kind of hard to keep track. Alright, just about done slicing up this steak. It's going to be good. Woo. So, Janice and Val, we were looking at the weather map. Was it this morning, Mrs. Olguy? I saw that cold.
Maybe yesterday morning.
Maybe yesterday morning. Anyway, it said it was got down to 35 or something across your part of the country there. And I just wondered, was that so? And if it is so, is that, what was that like? Because I imagine, that must have been really cold for some of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta grab another cutting board.
John says Ron Tater Salad White.
Tater salad. That's right. Guy bought his niece though tater cakes. All right. So okay, I'm kind of getting lost in my own kitchen here. Got to get myself an onion, shallots, some cow squeezins. Oh, wait a minute. Got a jug here. That's right, I called it cow squeezins. I call it cow squeezins. Some folks calls it milk. I calls it cow squeezins. All right. And a little beef base.
So Val said it's a bit chilly overnight, but not bad. I'm in my element being a New England boy.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, if you grew up with it, exactly. Yeah, if you grew up in a climate where it gets cold, you know, it's gonna be like 0 tonight, or maybe even a little below.
Eli says we are at 60 degrees right now. I'm close to getting frostbite.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be scraping the icicles by morning.
Janice says it was around 43 at night where I live. Some areas get colder because they don't have the ocean to moderate the temperature.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was kind of hard to tell because when they show these weather maps, you know, they show a great big area, but
Yeah.
you know, locally it's, you know, a lot different. That's why I thought I'd ask, because it looked like, wow, that, you know, probably pretty cold for them California folks.
Eli laughed at your cow squeezins.
Cow squeezins, yes sir.
And Robert said, warming up leftover lasagna.
You know, that did look like really good lasagna there, Robert. Yes sir. Looked delish. Delish.
Val said, in December in New England, 60 degrees is a heat wave. Telling
Yep.
Eli that.
Oh yeah. That's, you know, same here. Once in a while we'll get like a warm day in December when it's, you know, 60 or even above 45. And yeah, it's almost t-shirt weather.
It was nice up until about a week ago.
Yeah, it was. It was. Then all of a sudden, boom, the bottom fell out and it got cold, and it's probably going to stay that way now. That's the way it is. It's winter. Well, almost. What, the winter solstice is on the 21st?
Yep.
I think. Yep. And a fun thing that they do here in Breckenridge around this time of year is they have a festival, and they pray and pay homage to the Norse god of snow, Uller, and so they have Ullerfest, and it's, you know, it's fun. They drink a bunch of beer, and you see guys with vests with fur and the Viking hats with the helmets with the horns on the helmets that the Vikings never wore. But yet, you know, the old cliche. All right, let's get some of this out of my way.
Eli told Val that their heat waves is when it starts getting close to 120.
Yeah.
Val said, happy Saturnalia?
Is there animals outside?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. Their critters are being awful quiet tonight.
Holly's laying on the couch and Chumley's bothering her.
Aha. All right. So I'm going to get these onions and shallots started here. Just want to heat them up. Want to sweat them. Exercise and sweat. Kind of like Val's Richard Simmons bottle opener. All right. Let's see which burner I want this one up a little bit. Get that out of my way. This beef's ready to go in. And kind of forgot to chop up my other onion. So I put a little shallot, some onion in that pan, and I'm going to add part of this green onion in there. And the rest I'll use for a garnish. Just a little bit. The rest, mix it up real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was saying this isn't a particularly Christmassy dinner, but sounded good, so I'm gonna have some. This thing's been sitting for a few minutes. Okay, so what other shows do y'all like? Christmas shows. Like, I even still watch the old Dennis the Menace Christmas episode. So, you know, I like them all. I like them all. All right. Turn this a little bit. All right. And start rolling out the pasta.
John said it's 35 degrees, sir.
And you're in Texas, John? Salt in there. Then I got a little bit of white pepper here. Here's salt and white pepper. All right. Smells really good. Shallots, onions, and green onions. Aromatherapy. All right, I'm going to just start working the pasta a little bit here. Not sure how well this is going to hold. Yeah. I might have to lift the tablecloth here and kind of get it out. Get this to where it's going to be sitting there a little bit better. Let's see how well that works. Just sliding around a little bit too much. Hold that under for right now.
John says he's in Lubbock, Texas, down here for Christmas.
Lubbock. Lubbock. Right on.
Sounds like he's just there for Christmas.
You go through Abilene much at all, John? This is the old guy and I lived in Abilene for a while. All right. This is going to be a little bit difficult here. 1 second. This is a totally new table for us. And I haven't used the pasta maker on it yet.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yep. Well, I just got to get it in far enough to where it's going to allow the handle to pass by. The clamp ain't letting the handle get by. Try turning it to the side. 1 sec, guys. Ugh. Woo. Come on. Tighten up. All right. Let's see if I can get it past that. Much better. Much better. How we do it? Getting there, getting there.
John said, yes, sir, my Uncle Chester lives there.
Okay. Your Uncle Chester lives. So you ever been out to the Thai truck stop? Tell me you have been to the Thai truck stop. If he lives in Abilene, I know you must have been to the Thai truck stop. Everybody goes to the Thai truck stop. All right. Shut that off for a minute. Why, it's just barely working on this table.
Eli says, if you clean a vacuum cleaner, are you now a vacuum cleaner? Man, this tequila is good, LOL.
I suppose you are a vacuum cleaner, please. You know. I've often wondered if air conditioning factories are air conditioned. You know, what could be worse than making air conditioners in a non-air conditioned factory? Just saying. I wonder stuff like that too. All right. Looking good. All right. Have got some mushrooms. Get my mushrooms here.
John said that's a normal thing in North Texas.
What's that?
John said that's a normal thing in North Texas.
What? What is the
Maybe
normal?
going to the Thai truck stop?
Going to the Thai truck stop?
Eli said, whoa, mind blown.
I want to know, John, or Eli, how was your mind just blown?
Val said, if you are a vacuum cleaner, does your job suck?
Reminds me of some of my uncles. All my family, except for me, is from back east, upstate New York and whatnot. My dad, one of my dad's brothers, my Uncle Earl, he had a gas station. He named it Pump Dis. My other uncle had a restaurant, and because Earl named his gas station Pump This, he named his restaurant Eat This. My other uncle, my Uncle Fred, he had a vacuum cleaner shop. And he called it Fix It Vacuum Cleaner Shop. Gotta split these here. My gravy's gonna be a lot chunkier than you'll see on most beef stroganoff recipes, but that's okay. Everybody does it their own way, right? Well, I mean, I guess not everybody does it their own way. But this is like Burger King. You can have it your way.
Eli said, with the air conditioning factory. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Oh, that's why his mind's blown. And then he says, why does cargo go on a ship, but a shipment goes on a car?
That, I like that one. That's a good question. That is a really good question.
John told Val, I'm not allowed to be around vacuum cleaners. I get too destructive.
Okay. There it is. That's the one I want. Those look good. I'm going to get the meat going now. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah. Can you guys hear my dogs in there? They are rough houses. A little more olive oil. Hey, olive oil. So I got some mushrooms, onions, green onions, and little Charlotte. My dear Charlotte.
Eli said, these are the questions that come up when a state legalizes, LOL.
Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Val said he tried to make orange juice yesterday, but he couldn't concentrate.
He tried to make what? Oh, orange juice, but he couldn't concentrate. I love those jokes.
Jenna said she fingered dog.
Okay, good. Well, they get carried away. I turn this down a little bit. I browned up very nicely.
John wants you to eat some beef stroganoff for him.
I will, John. I'm going to eat some for you. I'm going to eat some for me. In fact, I'm going to eat some for everybody watching. How's that? That's what I'm going to do. Where'd my salt go? It's over here. My salt went over here. A little more salt, a little more white pepper. Oh, it's going to be good. Okay, those are just about done. So I'm going to get myself a little beef stock made here. Just like to use the paste type beef stock or base as opposed to the little cubes. Those really, other than salt, they really don't have much flavor. So I prefer to use this stuff. Okay, mix that in a little bit. Plop it back in the old fridge. Oh man, house is smelling so good. It's been a day of cooking. Spent the day making barbecue sauce, and now, making this here dinner. I've worked up quite the appetite. Yeah, I tell you what. Okay. Let's get this cranked up. Okay. Okay. I'll let that kind of do its thing for a minute. Bring it up to boil. Let it reduce a tad. Speaking of reducing, apparently my pan of water for the pasta has reduced itself to the point where I'm going to have to put some more in there. Okay. It actually has to have something to boil in. There's got to be enough there. Right, let's just put that on. And I'm going to turn it to seawater. Woo. See? Water. Seawater, seawater. Throw the extra bag away. I'm so excited about this.
John wants you to add ghost pepper to it.
No. I'm not going to add ghost pepper to it, John. Ghost pepper. Never heard of such a thing. And I'm just not going to do it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down to a 1. I want these really thin. Oops. Come on, straighten out. There we go. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Oh, yeah. Everything over there looks good. Not burning anything. That's always a bonus.
Yeah.
When you don't burn the dinner. Okay. Get this out of my way. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. See, this is what happens when I get ahead of myself. What can you think right now that I've done wrong? Anybody have any idea? Well, I do. I'm not done with this. Not unless you want to eat a sheet of pasta. That didn't sound right. That did not sound right. Nobody should ever have to eat a sheet of pasta.
Eli said Socrates once said that the only thing he knew was that he knew nothing at all. So how did he know?
I don't know. I don't know how he knew. See?
John said Frosty the kumquat snowman.
Frosty. Kumquat snowman. Let's just randomly cut this here. Oh, let's just pull it apart. All right. This is reducing down. Looking good. All right, let's cut the pasta, shall we?
Val said that he thought you were going to cut it by hand.
Nah. Oh yeah. I could, but it doesn't turn out as pretty. You just use the maker. In fact, before we got this, that's how Miss Old Guy and I did it. We just roll it out by hand and cut it by hand.
So much quicker and easier this way.
It is. It is. And I don't mind telling you, it's kind of like playing with a Play-Doh machine for grown-ups. Only it's safe to eat. Shouldn't make you puke anyway. What happened to my Christmas lights? Okay, they're still blinking.
Can't really see them on the table.
That's okay.
You can kind of see them over to the side by the microwave.
Very nice. All right, let's slip this. Okay. Just gotta set those right there for a second. Get myself just a toss of flour. Don't want them sticking together. That'd ruin it. All right. That should hang for a minute. Finish the sauce. Finish the sauce. Could reduce down a little bit more. So maybe I'll switch the burner. Maybe I'll switch the burner.
Val said it's not spaghetti, it's linguini.
It's linguini, yeah.
Throws it against the wall.
Well, yeah, now it's garbage.
Yep.
I absolutely love that movie. Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. What a fantastic movie. The TV show was okay too, but nothing like the movie. Oh man, too funny. For those of you that have never seen it, really, you should watch The Odd Couple. Hilarious movie. Good old shows. See, and so I still haven't heard anybody mention what other Christmas shows they like. Did you?
No,
You
they haven't.
See, you guys are letting me down. Come on, there's got to be a Christmas show. You know, like we talked about movies last week. You know, my couple favorite and others mentioned their favorites. So let's have some TV shows. Come on, there's got to be an old TV show or two that you still would watch or like to watch. Christmas type.
John says, Tom, stick your head in the microwave and give yourself a 10.
Well, John, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stick my head in a microwave. I'm not going to stick my head inside of an electric oven or a gas oven. I didn't get to get these gray hairs from being stupid.
Eli said the new classic holiday show is Tom building a gingerbread house in Solo.
That was funny. Maybe I should do that on Christmas night. How about some suggestions, folks? Really, for Christmas night. I really need a good one. So, what's some ideas that you would like to see old guy do on Christmas night?
Val wants to know, was Die Hard one of your favorite Christmas movies?
I like it. I've watched it on Christmas. But as far as like a favorite? Not really. Not really. I'm thinking more along the lines of A Christmas Story and, ones like that. So, what was it I said last week? A Christmas Story, and I can't remember what the other one was. My brain is frazzled.
I don't know either.
That's the episode I don't know.
And Val said you can't run the microwave with the door open.
You can if you put look right here. You put a screwdriver up in there and push that latch down. You can guarantee it'll run on it. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
John said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, that's a good one. As a matter of fact, I think I watched that one night before last. As a matter of fact, that's still one you can find on YouTube. You could just like the Frosted Snowman with burl ives, as the little snowman. No, the Rudolph. Right. That's the one with Rudolph. That's what I was thinking. I gotta watch Frosted yet. We are just about done here. Water's going good. This is just about reduced enough to where I can add the milk and the cream, the sour cream. Yum, yum, yum. How we doing? That looks good. That's milk.
Val said that you could make Zapoli and pizzizzle for Christmas. Hard to make pizzizzle without an iron, though. I'm not sure what those are. I've never heard of either one.
I think sizzle is a. I think it's a cookie that that has licorice in it. I think, is that right, Val? It's a kind of a licorice cookie, and the thing you bake it on looks kind of like a waffle pattern, or some have other designs or whatever on it. Got that green onion in there.
John suggested that you make menudo.
Menudo, okay. I'll keep that in mind, John. Still open for more ideas, folks. I go with fishing with more than one line in the water. Just about ready here. Oh man. Let me see. Gotta get a taste.
Val said anise looks like a snowflake.
Yes. Okay. Anise, which is roughly
Black pepper. Yeah,
licorice,
licorice
yeah.
flavored.
It's similar anyway. It's not licorice, but it has kind of
Yeah.
the same sort of flavor.
Eli says, moving forward, I will now call milk cow squeezins.
Outstanding. Gotta get the proper name to stuff. That there is cow squeezins. Okay. Get some heavy cream going here. Oh yeah. So, Christmas Eve around here, we like to do like simple stuff, like maybe finger foods or something like that. And so like this year, I'll make like a meat and cheese kind of tray with some veggies and a beer cheese soup to kind of pull it all together. So what are you all doing on Christmas Eve? A little heavy cream in there. Beep, beep. Little heavy cream. Oh, this looks amazing. Okay, good enough. I can get some pasta cooking. This won't take long. Water's boiling. Looks good so far. Let's give this a little swirl so I don't start lumping together.
Eli says, if milk is cow squeezins, does that make butter cow clot?
Cow clots? Well, sure, why not? Go down and get you a pound of cow clot.
Val told Eli, I prefer bovine body fluid. Eli says, I don't like the sounds of that.
Something I've Like, I never had cannoli before, so I just made it. And I've never had clotted cream before. I've heard a lot about it. An English dessert. Heard it's delicious. Val, I imagine you've had the clotted cream. I never have had it. I bet it's a pretty tasty dessert. It sounds good.
Well, so there is a thing called clotted cream.
Yes, I know there is. Clotted cream. I'm just saying I've never had it. All right, so that can shut off. That can shut off. Mrs. Old Guy, we are close.
Yum.
Got the sour cream ready. Woohoo! I can see the train pulling in the station. Toot toot! It's the gravy train. Yes. Okay, where'd that strainer go? That big honker.
Val says that he had clotted cream on his St. Patrick's Day episode this past year.
I figured you had had it before. Okay, gotta drain the pasta here. Drain the pasta. Woo! That is some hot pasta.
Eli said that he loves beef stroganoff, perfect for a cold day.
It is.
And Robert asked, did you add mushrooms to that?
I sure did. Mushrooms, shallots, onions. Traditional recipe calls for garlic. I don't particularly care for garlic in stroganoff, so I don't put it in. But, mushrooms, onions, shallots, a little bit of green onion. And now, sour cream to finish her off.
John says he prefers cow juice.
Cow juice. Cow juice is okay. But that it's more to like the juice that you get, kind of like the drippings off of beef. It's cow juice. You need squeezins, because that's how, you got to squeeze it to get it out. Cow squeezins. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, wow. This is looking really good. Really good. Okay. Oh, I don't want those chintzy little forks. Let's grab a couple out of here. All right. Are you ready, Mrs. Old Guy? Are you hungry?
I am.
I'm hungry too. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yum.
Choo. All right. And I guess I'll get me a little bit too. I also, yes, would like to eat.
I don't want quite that much, so.
No?
No.
Okay.
That looks
Does that look a little better?
It does.
Okay. That's fine. I certainly don't want to overfeed you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Give these guys a look. Look at that. Smells unbelievable. Yummy.
Eli wants to know what's the worst food poisoning you've ever had.
When I was young, I think maybe 9 or 10 years old, my parents had bought a Danish ham in canned Danish ham, and it was bad. So everybody got pretty good food poisoning. You know, the stomach cramps and the really bad diarrhea, and that was not fun. This rancid ham. Mrs. Old Guy. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Here, I'll walk around.
Yeah, I was just gonna show
There you
him.
go. Just don't pour it on the floor. Okay. Let's see how she tastes here. Looks good. Meat's nice. Let's try some of the pasta.
Who suggested this?
I don't believe anybody did.
Okay.
This is just one that I decided to do because it sounded good.
Yep.
Wow. That pasta is just beautiful.
Beef?
Remember that cartoon dog? You give him a treat, and he would, and he'd float up into the air and kind of, feather his way back down. That's what I feel like doing right now.
John said looks very delicious.
It is delicious.
Eli said that they need smell-o-vision. Jenna said looks very tasty.
Taste-o-vision. Taste-o-vision. Now that's what you need. Go up and lick your screen.
Ralph said that's a thumbs up, so he gave you a thumbs up.
Outstanding. Absolutely loving it. Take a drink of my cold coffee.
Val said Muttley.
Muttley, thank you. I always liked that show. I think, what was that on? Was that on Huckleberry Hound? I don't remember for sure what cartoon Muttley was on. It wasn't like a super regular thing, but was it Huckleberry Hound? I don't remember.
I asked if that was Chum or Polly, but probably Polly.
When? Just a second ago?
That you can probably see in the chair there.
Oh, okay.
Because they got it pushed back again.
They get crazy. They start running around the house. They've knocked the couch over a couple of times, and up and over the chairs. They get a little rambunctious, especially now that it's winter and they aren't outside burning off much energy. Chumley wants to play, and he'll pester Polly until she finally gets mad, and then it's on. So in what? About an hour. Make you some fresh pasta and a little stroganoff action.
Val said Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly. Couldn't remember the car. It's been years since I've seen it. Dick Dastardly. Yes.
John wants to know, do you remember the cartoon Dog Brain?
Dog brain. No. I do
Steve
not.
Russell's here.
Steve Russell, welcome. Welcome. You're kind of catching me at the end of things here.
Miller Time Family Foods and Gardening.
Well, hi, Drew. Hi, Jen.
No, Miller Time.
Miller time. Oh, okay. Well, hi, Chris. Glad you're here. Just finishing up, and we're chowing down on some absolutely dynamite beef stroganoff. Oh man, it's a bit of a stray from the traditional, but it is really, really good.
Eli said, like it more interesting with dogs.
You got that right. Let me see if I can get Chumley to come over and say hi.
Barely see Polly, she knows because she's laying there.
Chumley, come here and say hi. Come on. Come here. Come here.
Steve Russell says, darn sleep. LOL.
There we go. Come on. Well, you got to do it sometime, Steve. Come on. Oh, here he is. Oh, yes. Chumley's a wonder dog.
Miller Time said, hey Tom, sounds awesome.
It is. It is good. Loving it. Oh, and I don't know if you saw my message or not, Chris, but there's some more barbecue sauce heading your way right quick. Same thing with you, Robert, if you're still there.
Eli says, good boy.
I'm so happy right now. I'm eating my dinner. All right. Well, I think I'm going to start wrapping things up. I'm going to ask you, please, do something for your neighbor, for a friend. Help out a local community food bank. Help out at a clothing store. Use like a Goodwill or something to see if they got something for you to do for an hour. Help out a little bit. Give back to your community some way. I will not be here next Saturday night, the 18th. We will be. I'm going to be Santa Claus for the kids at our local community Christmas party. But I will be back on Christmas night, and we'll also be here on New Year's Day night. So, okay, I think that's going to round it up, folks. I appreciate everybody being here. I really do. Without you guys watching, this is absolutely pointless. So I appreciate you coming every week and hanging out with old guy in the kitchen. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks on Christmas night. Bye, everybody. Take care.